What is up, people? Welcome to
Just Gaming,
where we talk about gaming news, topics, and rumors. I'm your host, Harry, and with me today is the boy Jealous.
what's up, guys? It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. It's been a while. We haven't done a podcast.
Yeah, man. School started.
Yeah,
It's been crazy, man.
It's been crazy, and we lost one of our friends that did not make it.
His arm got infected.
Yeah, Richard's not here. But speaking about infected, there's been a new trailer that came out today, which is a very little game that no one has ever played, or a franchise that have ever played. What's it called?
Resident Evil 6.
Oh yeah.
So how does the trailer go?
I don't know.
6.
I don't want to sound stupid.
Anyways.
Okay. Now, many of you guys probably see it or seen the videos when we're talking about it. Resident Evil 6 is Resident Evil 5 was a good game. Well, Resident Evil itself as a franchise,
the franchise.
What's really good as a survival horror, and moving to the action sequence, whatever, or the action part. But let's talk about the trailer. The trailer was pretty good. It was pretty long for a revealing trailer.
Yeah, because most of the trailers now are like a minute. It's like a teaser.
Not like,
but this one showed you a little bit of everything.
And more of everything.
Have you noticed that Capcom and on those Chinese plays, Japanese trailers are usually long?
Yeah, like Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy and the Metal Gear.
Yeah, that's a good example. They over exaggerate in trailer, but this one was fairly good. It wasn't too long or too short, but it was really good. It revealed a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about. Returning characters that have never crossed or seen each other, which will happen, well, hopefully, or maybe will happen in this game. So yeah, let's just talk about the first part of the trailer, which shows Leon Kennedy, who starred in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 and 4. And some other Resident Evils, which was a side quest. All right, let's talk about it. It just shows Leon's part, and it shows that the infection of what appears to be the T virus, the Resident Evil, the first three, or the main Resident Evil virus. And it just shows it off that it has spread, and became infected a whole city, just like Raccoon City in Resident Evil 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. Have you played those games, you boy?
I played the first one.
Mm-hmm. I played. Did you play the original or the remake?
The remake.
The remake, for the game. Yeah, it was a good game. That's the one I played too.
I played that one. I played 4, 5, and now I'm waiting for Raccoon City. And then I'll play 6.
Yeah, but you miss probably what is considered the best Resident Evil in the whole franchise, which is Resident Evil 2, and it's a good game. We're gonna get back to that part. Now let's talk about the middle of the next sequence of the trailer, which shows off Chris Redfield, which he's basically the main protagonist in the Resident Evil universe from Resident Evil 1, Code Veronica, and Resident Evil 5.
Actually, I did play 2 because 2 is with Leon.
Yeah, Leon and Claire.
Yeah.
You played that one? Yeah. But that game's massive, bro. Like you could play you could play the game 4 times, man.
Do you like the gameplay? How you have to stand still and shoot?
No, not really. I
hope they kind of changed that.
Actually, thank you for bringing that up. They did change that. If you look at it, he's gonna move. He's gonna aim and move it. It'll show any minute, I could promise you this. Yeah, they did change that.
Okay, then
because remember, because when he aims, he goes. It's like this game. It's basically Revolution. They're upgrading the controls. I don't know why it took them so long. It took them 2 whole games to figure that out. And
because Resident Evil 5 was a good game, but they lacked in a lot of stuff. Yeah, people were expecting a lot more. You get me?
Yeah.
And Resident Evil felt like an old game.
Yeah, it was
with better graphics.
Yeah, and it was a co-op game.
Yeah.
And but yeah, let's continue. Then it goes to Chris Redfield, which shows the sequence and pretty badass stuff. Just action stuff.
A new virus.
It shows new viruses. That's what's Resident Evil known. So it shows that off, and shows he goes to a city. And now the last part, or the last characters, or the last segment that we're gonna talk about is a new character that shows up is the mysterious guy. We don't know who the hell he is. He has a little scar on his face. I guess
the cool karate guy.
Yeah, it makes him looks badass with that little scar. And it just shows a shitload of sequence him kicking ass. Something that you wouldn't expect in a Resident Evil game. Well, actually, yeah, maybe Resident Evil 5, but this is a new sequel, so it was pretty badass. And then after that, it just shows a mix of everything, and it's kind of hard to explain.
You think most of it is gameplay?
Of course. No. Yeah. Most of it, there is gameplay.
Yeah.
There is gameplay
looks
and
really good.
Yeah, there is gameplay and I guess CG and cutscenes. Yeah. All right. What was I gonna say? All right, let's talk about the controls. Let's get back to that. Resident Evil, I guess one reason why they did that the moving while aiming thing for Resident Evil 5 because they wanted to capture that horror. They don't want to go away from that. Cause
I don't think they wanted to capture more of the horror. I think they wanted to stay with the franchise controls. Each game has its own controls, and I guess, in my opinion, they wanted to stay with that mechanic.
I can understand what you're saying, but come on, man, it's a sequel. You have to upgrade from that, not just stay with the same. Mm-hmm. Well, that's how I see it. For a sequel, that's why I don't buy Call of Duty anymore because it's more of the same. I like when a sequel comes out, but if it's like a sequel that comes out every year, you're not gonna expect a big change between those two. But there was a big gap between Resident Evil 4 and 5.
That's true, and I get what you mean.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought that they stayed with that they stayed with the thing without moving. But this one, it appears that they are moving. But what I think is that they're moving in the while aiming is because they kind of brought back that sense of horror since it shows the zombies. You're gonna be you see it right there. It shows you're moving around and the zombies are in. I'm not sure they're more intelligent, but they're more aggressive because they're jumping after you. Oh man, it looks pretty scary to me, man. And I'm excited for that. That's what I like about Resident Evil.
And it shows 3 characters. And it shows the gameplay that you play as the 3 of them. Yeah. You get me? I don't know how they're going to do this with 3 characters. I don't know how they're going to tell each story. I guess
it could either be it's going to be very long, which is very satisfying, or I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what Capcom does. Because Capcom does a really good job. And
Resident Evil 5 was a lengthy game.
It
was lengthy.
Lost Planet 2 wasn't.
But Resident Evil is it's a well-known franchise,
and I think they're gonna put everything on the table to make this game as good as possible because 6 is a sequel,
and it's probably the last Resident Evil for this generation of consoles.
Probably, yeah. So you're probably right.
Yeah,
and we see that it's gonna be co-op.
Yeah,
maybe online because we see a different characters.
For sure.
Because of Raccoon City.
Yeah,
just that.
Yeah, but that's so excited. I was like a little turn off on the co-op, but I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty fun playing co-op with your buddy, because me and D-Boy, we played Resident Evil 5 cooperatively, and that shit was hilarious.
That's like the best experience you could have.
Yeah,
if you play alone, it's not the same playing with a friend.
It sucks, if you don't have no friends have the same game, because I could give you an example. I bought Borderlands, and that game wasn't that fun playing by yourself. It wasn't really that fun. What's another game? This other game. The one I just talked about.
Dead Rising.
No, Dead Rising. That's another one. That's you need to play co-op with that one and Payday the Heist.
Payday.
Those are all co-op. It's not fun playing by yourself. And I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 5 wasn't fun playing by yourself.
And I hope talking about co-op, I hope that this game doesn't mean you have to play with a friend. You get me? No. Because let's say many other people don't have a friend to play with.
I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be AI control, but it better be smarter.
Because Resident Evil 5 felt that you need to play with a friend. Yeah. You get me?
Yeah,
you have to. And I hope in this one they changed that a little bit.
Yeah.
It feels that you could play alone.
You could have the same experience playing by yourself.
Exactly.
Well, actually not the same experience, but like having the same satisfaction.
Exactly.
Playing by yourself or playing with co-op.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't feel, I hope they fix that.
Yeah.
And you know, I see the gameplay looks awesome so far.
It looks
graphics looks really good.
Really quick.
And you know, Capcom has some really good graphics.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The fire and the character models is really good.
Because they have their own engine.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, that's the same engine that they use for, you know, Lost Planet and this and that, because the explosions they you know, they capture that big explosion.
And so far in the trailer, it does feel like a sequel already.
Yeah,
you get me?
Yeah, it does.
Just looking at the trailer and
it's pretty good. It's pretty impressive just by looking at it. And I want to talk about one more thing. Like I told you about this that I we talked about it before the podcast. Was this game? Just the trailer itself looks like 3 different kinds of games.
Exactly.
You know, like the first part it looked like a survival horror showing the T-virus and the zombies. Then the second part with Chris, it looks like action. You know, it just shows
he's shooting people.
Shooting people, diving around and shooting monsters, and you know, it's a little bit of both. And then in the third part, it just Michael Bay action. Exactly. It's just this guy kicking ass, jumping on helicopters.
This is what I think. The Leon story is with the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
The Chris side, you see him coming in Japan Chinese because you see the Japanese words. I don't know. And I guess the human that are fighting against him they're fighting for something.
Yeah.
And then they call the force and they're like, oh, we need cops here or whatever. Yeah. And then the people are running away. I guess there's something going on with the virus and with the people. Yeah. They're fighting for something.
I would like to see a mix of everything. You know, like zombies, monsters, everything, Because like Resident Evil usually balance, like, you know, okay, first it's zombies and then, you know, then it's crazy ass people and then putting monsters in the middle of it.
Same thing happened to Resident Evil 5. Like, there's some crazy people.
Yeah, you know, freaking crazy people, crazy alligators,
crazy alligators.
Yeah. But, you remember that part, but
and you saw a mechanic that you could dive into a floor or something.
Max Payne has that. You could slide. There's no slow mo.
Max Payne 3.
In this one.
Oh no slow mo.
No slow mo, but
huge monsters.
Big monsters.
There's slow mo. There's some slow mo at the train scene.
That was the cutscene.
Yeah, Uncharted.
Yeah, but that wasn't a train. That was a bus.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. The good news is it's coming out this year. So we won't have to wait for that long.
I know, thank God, right?
Yeah, man. But that's pretty cool. That I was expecting this game to come out next year, but
I like how they announced it right now. You know what I mean? The beginning of the year, and it's coming out this year.
I'm not gonna. That's a good point that you point out that you know, it's the beginning of the year. You know, we don't know what's gonna. We don't know. We know like a handful of games coming out this year. This is just another blockbuster game that we could
now we
be
know
happy for.
Now we have a good lineup for fall.
Yeah, you know, this is more fall games. You know,
well, we know that this coming out in Call of Duty.
Yeah, this game is probably up on my chart. I'm planning. I like Resident Evil. I'm planning to get Operation Raccoon City, and this one looks really good too. So I'm planning to get this one. So anything else you want to talk about?
I guess not. Our next podcast, stay tuned. Yeah. Probably the lineup for 2012.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see what games we're more else interested in.
You see, yeah, for real, man. I see. Maybe what games comes out next month? You know?
Next month?
I can't. I don't know. I don't have
Twisted Metal Valentine's Day.
That's next month?
Yeah, man.
Oh, damn. I didn't know it comes.
So, hey, girls, guys, you know what to buy your boyfriends. Twisted Metal. If my girl is listening to this, Twisted Metal. Okay, guys.
You know, if I had a girl, she'll give me Twisted Metal. Yeah, you know what I'll give her? A dick in a box. This is about games. All right,
guys.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching, hearing us two gamers about this awesome game, and peace out.
Stay tuned. Bye.
What's our thing? Game on.
Game on.
Game on. Peace out.